Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally doing another testing viral TikTok food hacks because I just checked my channel and it's been 6 months since I last did it, and there's definitely a handful of TikTok recipes that I've been eyeing that I haven't tried yet but I really do want to try. So I made a list of them, went to the store this morning, got all the ingredients, and now we're here. I have 4 different ones that I'm going to be doing today, and these are just recipes that have gone really viral on TikTok. I don't think I have that much more to say, honestly. I don't think I have a very big intro, but if you like these videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up and I'll definitely continue to do more. And if you just like to see me recreating different TikTok life hacks, definitely check out my actual TikTok account, which is the same as on here at Ashley Wicca, because I do these pretty much daily, different types of recreating fun recipes. So if you like this, there's definitely a lot more over there, but I don't really think I want to make this intro very long, so I think we're just gonna get started on the first recipe. The very first thing is actually the recipe that I think I'm most excited for, so I think that's why I'm gonna start with it first, and that is shredded tofu. Honestly, it's not too much of a recipe, but more just a way to prepare and cut your tofu, and it's basically exactly how it sounds. You just get a block of tofu and you shred it using a cheese grater, and then you cook it in a pan with some sauce. It's supposed to make a stringy, meaty type texture, and I think it looks really good. So let's get started on that one right now. I would suggest getting the firmest level of tofu that you can find. Extra firm is the only thing that I could find, but there are some stores that sell super extra high protein firm tofu. If you know what I'm talking about, it's a really dense block of tofu. I would think that would work the best, but I couldn't find it at the store that I went to. So I'm just gonna use an extra firm block, and you just grate it like you're grating a block of cheese. And about to say I feel like it won't work very well, but it kind of did, honestly. I was kind of expecting it just to disintegrate into lots of little pieces, but it is shredding. I mean, they're little shreds, but they're shreds. They're tofu shreds. Okay, honestly, it went so much smoother than I was expecting. I mean, I knew it was gonna work, but honestly, I thought it would be half shreds and half just little pieces of tofu that broke off, but I would say that it shredded pretty well. But now we just have to get to cooking. I have some rice cooking, and I'll be adding a few other things to a whole bowl because I'll make a tofu bowl, but I'm gonna start by putting some olive oil in my pan. Okay, the olive oil has been heating, so I'm gonna add in my shredded tofu. And then I think I'm gonna stir it around and cook it just for a little bit before I add the sauce. It looks good. I know I keep saying this, but I'm just so impressed by the way that it actually shredded. I would have never thought to do this myself. And then I think I'm gonna add on some of this Kung Pao sauce that I got from Whole Foods. It's pretty much gone, and then we just keep cooking it until I think it just looks good. I don't really know. Shredded tofu is done and ready to taste. I kept the bowl pretty simple. I added some cucumber, carrots, avocado, and then this ginger, turmeric, not coleslaw, sauerkraut. I think I'm gonna try it just plain first. Oh, that is so hot. Okay, and now a bite all together. Also really good. Obviously, this isn't anything revolutionary or super new. It's still just cooked tofu in the same sauce that I would cook my tofu in regularly, just my regular way. But it's just a new way to cook it. And honestly, I really do like it. It's not at all crispy, so don't expect something crispy if you like your tofu crispy when making this. But I think for mixing it into a bowl like this, either maybe a burrito bowl, you can make taco style meat with this. I think it's super fun, really easy, didn't stick to the pan all that much. You don't have to worry about your tofu breaking from the cubes that you cut. I don't know, I like it. I definitely see myself making shredded tofu just day to day when I'm cooking tofu. I think I totally approve of this one, and I think I would rate it a 7.5 out of 10 because although it's really tasty, it isn't like more tasty than other types of tofu, I guess, because it's the exact same thing. It's just a new fun way to cook it. So yeah, thumbs up for me, and I'm gonna go eat this bowl, and then I'll be back for my next recipe. We're now on to recipe 2, and this one has definitely been a little polarizing on TikTok, but not really because of the way that it would taste, but more so the presentation and like practicality of it. And if you haven't guessed what I'm talking about, because I feel like it's been pretty popular over the past few weeks, is the infamous butter board. If you haven't seen it, you basically take like our charcuterie board or any type of serving board, platter thing, and put butter on the bottom, like just straight butter, and then you top it with whatever things you want to top it with. I've seen people do different types of jam, both sweet and savory jam, like chili oil, onions, garlic, rosemary, figs, other types of fruit. Basically just anything that you think goes well with butter and bread, you put on the board, and then you just scoop your bread pieces onto the butter board and take up whatever butter and things are on your bread, and then you eat it. This is definitely something you would take to like a party or a gathering that you eat with other people, and it's just supposed to be like a fun way to serve it. I know I said it was polarizing, but honestly, I feel like I don't really fall into either one of the two categories, because if I really, really liked the idea and really ate it up and thought it was super cool, I would have already made one. They've been popular for probably like 3 weeks now. But then also I am making one right now, and I'm not completely opposed to it. Would I have made it if it wasn't for a video though? Honestly, probably not. So I would say I lean more towards the like, why side, but regardless, we're gonna make it. I will say though, I won't be making like a full butter board, because the only boards that I have are like the size of my cutting board and even a little bit bigger. And I'm only one person, I don't have people over here, it's just me in my apartment right now, and I cannot eat a whole butter board, so I'm just gonna be making it on a plate. But it's the same thing, just like a mini version. So yeah, let's get started. I have the vegan buttery spread from Trader Joe's that'll go on the bottom of the board, and then to go on top, I've got a shallot, a bulb of garlic, and then I'm gonna also add in some sage leaves, I think, and like fry this all up and then add this and the oil on top of the butter. Okay, I'm gonna get started in cutting up the bread. I just got a basic French baguette from Trader Joe's, and I don't even own a serrated knife. So this is gonna be difficult, but I'm just gonna cut these into like little pieces. Just like this. Our bread has been cut up, and the only last thing we have to do, I mean, besides putting on our toppings, is spread the butter. And I don't think there's a really like right way to do this. You're kind of just putting butter on a board. Ooh. It's honestly harder to spread on a plate than it would be like a wooden board. Kind of just slips around, but yeah, I'm gonna do this for the next couple minutes, and then we'll be back to add on the toppings. Butter has been spread on my plate or mini board, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it a mini board. It's definitely a plate, but it's a mini board. And then I'm going to add on the shallots, garlic, and sage. They look a little burnt. I promise you they're not though. I've been eating them, which I probably shouldn't be. I probably should be saving them. And even though they look like really crispy, that's all it is. It's just really crispy, but it's not burnt. They're so good. I actually was just about to try it, but I think last minute I'm gonna add on a little bit of salt and pepper. And now it's ready to taste. And now that it's finished, all we do is take our bread. These definitely could be toasted if you wanted, but I'm just going untoasted today. And then you just scoop up whatever you want on your bread from the butter board. Cheers. Okay, I mean, keep in mind it is bread, butter, fried garlic. With those things all in one recipe, no matter what it is, I think I'm gonna like it. So it's very tasty. It's bread and butter, how could it not be? But I still don't know if I like approve of it. I don't know if I would give it a thumbs up, just because it's weird, a little weird. I would rather personally have something that's like, if I'm going for a vessel to dip something in to like bring to a party or something, I'd rather have a dip that's in a bowl. I feel like this looks really pretty at the beginning, but then once everyone like digs in and dips their bread in, it just gets all like jumbled up and kind of weird in a bowl. It's just, I don't know, it's in a bowl. And then if I wanted a board, I think I would just go for a basic like charcuterie board, cheese board. Sounds much better to me. Still don't hate it. Just, I don't think I would ever choose to make this. think I would rate it a 6.5 out of 10. Taste-wise, great. Practicality, not like it's super impractical. I just don't think it'd be my go-to. But if you happen to be a pro butterboard person, that's totally fine, and I still accept you on my channel. Let's move on to recipe number 3. Okay, I have returned for recipe 3, and this one is, let's redo that. Okay, now we're back, and now we're ready to film. Recipe 3, hopefully no hiccups, and we're all good. I have the hiccups way too much. Like, I feel like way more than the average person. It's really annoying, but we're just gonna push through it. The sun sets so early in winter that it's already, oh no, this is bad, already 3:40, and if I don't finish this video, it's gonna get dark, so I need to finish. Wait a second, I'm gonna hold my breath for a little bit. I honestly don't even know if TikTok has like given it a specific name. If they have, I clearly don't know it, so I'm gonna name it myself, and I'm gonna name them pancake fruit bites. That is what I'm gonna call them. And it's not anything too crazy or too new. Kind of same thing as the tofu earlier. It's something that I've already made and probably you guys have already made before, but it's just like a new fun way to do it. So starting out, you can get pretty much, I would think, any fruit that you want. I've seen people do it with strawberries, bananas, apples, I don't know, whatever fruit you think tastes good in pancakes. And you take the fruit, cut it up into little pieces, and instead of making like a typical banana pancake where you make a full pancake and then put pieces of banana in the pancake, you take the banana pieces and then dip them in your pancake batter so they're coated, and then you cook that. So they're just like little pancake batter covered fruit pieces, and instead of fruit pieces in a big pancake. Once again, you can use any type of pancake mix that you want. I'm using this one from the brand Own. This is actually my last serving of it, but any pancake mix works, even if you don't want to use a mix and just make it from scratch. But I'm gonna do that. So what goes in here? Ooh, oat milk. And then here, I already made a flax egg that I'm gonna pour in. And then I think just a little bit of vegetable oil, and then we mix. Okay, first step done. Pancake batter has been made, and now we just have to cut up our banana into little banana coins. Vegan butter is heating in a pan, and I think I'm gonna start dipping my bananas into the batter. I just need to take one of my little banana coins, stick it in the batter. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. You dip it in the batter. Make sure it's coated on all sides. And then into the pan. I am now realizing that I probably made enough pancake batter to make 300 banana coins. I don't know what I was thinking. Clearly not much. Add on some maple syrup. Now it's time to taste. So tasty. Do they taste just like a banana pancake? Yes, of course, some more bananas in it. These are definitely approved by me. Totally would make them again. I would think that if I'm making like a meal, I would never make these. I would just make like normal pancakes with some bananas in it, just because it's more filling because you get more of the pancake batter. But like for a little snack or treat after dinner, this is so good, so easy. Honestly, I thought it would be a little bit harder to dip the bananas into the batter. It was so easy. Not a single one like didn't work, and it tastes really great. I think I rate these 8.5 out of 10. I will be making these again, and these will be gone in the next 3 minutes. And let's move on to recipe number 4. Okay, I know I said recipe number 4, and honestly, this is not a recipe whatsoever. It's not a recipe. Basically, if you guys remember in my last testing TikTok life hacks or food hacks video, I made corn ribs. This video was posted, you know, I said 6 months ago, so sometime in the spring, and I guess that was when corn ribs were famous. And what it is, if you didn't see that video or don't know what corn ribs are, it's basically you just get an ear of corn, cut it into 4, season it, bake it, and then it kind of looks like ribs. Oh, I should probably be standing over here so you can see the video, but it's really simple, and well, the idea of it is really simple. actually cutting through an ear of corn was one of the most difficult tasks I've ever tried to do in my life. I don't know if like my ear of corn was really difficult to cut through, if I don't have the biggest muscles, if my technique was wrong, I really don't know, but it was so hard to do. And so yeah, like the corn ribs tasted good, but it's just corn. So in the future when I made corn, I'm just gonna make it normally. I'm not gonna go through the hassle of cutting it into ribs. Honestly, when I filmed the video, that was the last time I ever thought of corn ribs until Trader Joe's just came out with frozen corn ribs. So I thought that we should just like redeem ourselves from my last video and bake these and have Trader Joe's do it for me because I couldn't do it myself. So yeah, this one really isn't a recipe or a current TikTok hack. I just wanted to include it because I was putting myself through so much distress for them to only come out with packaged version. So let's go preheat the oven and then we're gonna stick these in. Oh my goodness, it is so dark. That's what I mean. It is, what time? Like 4:15 right now? It's so dark. Oven's preheated and the corn ribs are about to go in and they only have to bake. Whoa, whoa. That's not what I was expecting. I thought they were gonna be, I didn't think they were gonna be like the length of an entire ear of corn. And they're battered in something, it looks like. Definitely battered in something, which I think is gonna make them really good and really crispy. Ooh, I'm excited. And now these are going in the oven. Okay, so as I said before putting them in the oven, I was like, oh, like there's a coating on it. And honestly, I thought it was like a batter, at least that's what it looks like. It's coated in something white and opaque, like you can't see through it. So I thought it was like a little thin, crispy batter coating. But now that I'm like actually feeling it, and then once I took these out of the oven, they were very, very, very oily. So I'm thinking that it's maybe just some type of like oil. Corn on the cob, water, plant-based butter. Oh, it's just butter, that makes sense. Here are our corn ribs. So let's give it a taste. Super good. It's corn with butter. However, it tastes bad. But I'm just happy that Trader Joe's came up with a way to make corn ribs without having to like spend an hour cutting through an ear of corn. I would rate this like an 8.5 out of 10. They're perfect. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you see any fun TikTok trends, recipes, whatever you want me to recreate, please send them to me on Instagram. Comment them on here, comment them on my TikTok, whatever method of getting a hold of me that you want, please do so and I'll add it to my list because I'm always looking for new video ideas. And yeah, overall, I mean, everything was successful. I don't think there was, I will say that I don't think there was something that like really stood out to me all that much. I definitely think that the shredded tofu was my favorite though. Not that it was completely mind-blowing, but I think it's definitely one that I see myself like making the most after this on my own. And I love you guys, and I'm sorry for not posting for a little bit. I've been posting on TikTok, but I know I've said this before, and I know me saying this now because I've said it before and I didn't live up to it, probably doesn't hold much weight. I promise that I will be trying to my best to upload every single week. I'm filming tomorrow. I already have a whole video planned tomorrow. So filming today, filming tomorrow. Maybe I'm back on my YouTube grind. I am back on my YouTube grind, I promise. So I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you for watching and goodbye.